Hello, I'm here in Williamsport, well, Jaysburg, near Williamsport, but this is where the Hiawatha is. I'm gonna get on board of the Hiawatha. Right here's the boat. Try not to get anybody in the film. What do I do? And I'm here at the bridge that goes from Jaysburg over to South Williamsport, which goes up there by Turkey Hill on the other side. But I'm at the park right now waiting to go on. I have to pay when I get on board. You used to be able to go up to this building there and pay to get in on. But now you have to either go online and pay or pay on board. And there's one other way you can pay. But I'm going over here to the pavilion here because it's a nice, almost 100-degree day, which is going to be even hotter than this coming week. I'm getting the money out to show you how much to get on the board is. $15 now. It used to be, the last time I got on it was only $6, and that was many years ago. This is 2024, July 13th, 2024. But I have to pay on board, or pay online, or pay, I guess somewhere about it. But alright, I'm gonna show you the river, what I can show you. What it looks like at this is Susquehanna Hiawatha Park. So you can see there's places to picnic. And there's places to sit down. You can see a nice day, about 100 degrees out there. From this point right there, you can see what the Hiawatha looks like. A couple people in the way, but yeah, just there goes somebody up the Hiawatha ramp up to the pilot house. This is one of a rare type of boat that has the wheels working, I think, on the back. Might have changed since then, but I don't think so. I'm going to show you the Canadian geese here by the Hiawatha. There's a lot of them here. They're looking for the fish, and you can see the seaweed. But about the Hiawatha, it's been a boat going up and down this river telling you about the canal system and the rafting and the history of the west branch of the Susquehanna. It's going to tell you about the boom, which is one of two in the river. But I'm going to tell you one that you guys probably don't know. There was a boom in the Baltic Creek up above Flemington, which now they call it the dam up there. There's a pavilion. You can go down that way to the pavilion when you come in. You're gonna have picnics down here. You got these big. This river is not that great to go across. If you're a duck, yeah. If you have a good boat, yeah. But swim across, this water can get pretty deep in this area. Yeah, you can see there's a lot more of them Canadian geese coming back across. But over there, you have some mallards over there going up the river. But this is the Baltic Mountains, right along the river. We're in an area that has the Baltic Mountains, which is the Allegheny Highlands, And over this side, if I went up over the top there, you would see like hills in the back, and that's the Allegheny Plateaus. We're in an area that's unique in Pennsylvania, because this is the only part of Pennsylvania that has a valley this big, that has highlands on one side and plateau on the other. But and this Baltic Mountains, Allegheny Mountains, and all that is older than the Rockies and older than some parts of the Himalayas. Look at these tall trees. You don't get many of these tall trees around as much. I'm just trying to stay in the shade, but I also didn't want to listen to people talking down there while I was video recording. I didn't want to put that stuff that she was talking about online. Man, okay, don't usually get this type of picture, the front end of the Hiawatha. I'm gonna back it up a little bit. And you can hear the music on there, so I'm gonna have to put up with that a little bit on there too. I'm also taking pictures along with the videotaping. There, but I'm taking my time. I have to. If somebody's in front of me, I'm not rushing. You have downstairs and upstairs. On here. And I have to, because if you did online, you had to do it. You have to do it about 4 hours ahead of time. So you can pay online, but you have to do it ahead of time. Well, you can hear the boat moving. Okay. I am going to probably go upstairs, but I'm going to show you.
You won't make it up that stairs.
We'll find it.
We're going to put her up front. So is Francis.
Francis.
I did that yesterday. Somebody, I am going to be struck down. I'm going to be struck down.
Sorry.
I want one ticket first.
So you can buy beer here. You can buy hot dogs. Rip-off tickets. Alright, here's the menu. Right there's the menu. Bring it out. Hot dogs. And you can see back there, back at the back. But I'm going to go upstairs. Go out to the front. And I'm going to go upstairs. I don't want to be down there where the drinks and all is. Here's it. Whoa! This thing moved around on me there.
Yeah, a couple boats just went by.
Yep. The wake just went by here making the waves. Make you seasick if you don't have your sea legs. See, paddle wheel, that's what I want to show you on here. Right now you have music in the background, so Oh, more wake's gonna happen.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome aboard the Hiawatha. My name's Captain Darrell, and our crew today is Captain Bob, Gene, Stephanie, and Nikki. And do have a few announcements to make before we get going here.
I'm gonna sit down.
First of all, if you're looking for the restrooms, they are located to the rear of the boat on the lower deck. And also on the lower deck is a concession stand. That'll be open for the duration of the cruise, serving cold drinks, your favorite alcoholic beverage, as well as a variety of snack foods. Also, our riverboat gamblers can purchase your river tickets there for your enjoyment. There's no smoking permitted on public cruises. Please not throw any trash into the river. Okay, we will be showing you about a 20-minute video that gives you a little history on the Hiawatha and the logging day era, and I'll try to
That's downstairs.
let you know when we're getting ready to play that, just in case you want to follow along on the big screen TVs.
Oh, yeah, downstairs
For
up
safety,
above
life
it,
jackets
in the
are
back
located
here.
topside in the white compartment, and on the lower deck under all the red benches. There is no running, no climbing on railings or standing on chairs or benches. Of course, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask any crew member or one of the captains in the wheelhouse. Okay, thank you and enjoy your cruise.
I think we have everybody on board. Okay, this is the Hiawatha there. Oh, I think we have a couple more coming up. Right there's a house that you used to buy tickets, but you can buy it on board now. The restaurant, if you need to go to the restroom and you're not on board, which is right up there in the blue building out back. Benches off to the side right there too. See, behind the chair there's a whole benches you can sit on in here too. This is right around here. They have these benches upstairs. They have something like that downstairs too. And this is a 2-paddle wheeler. It's not like half of the ones on the Mississippi. Ones on the Mississippi, 3/4 of them don't. The paddle wheels don't work. You get down near New Orleans, that's when you get one on the paddle wheel. Paddle wheel works. Now we're doing a J turn. What do you expect? Doing a J turn near Jaysburg. Okay. And I'm up here in the second floor. If somebody can bring up if you get something downstairs. Oh, here goes a skier. Not skier, but a ski-doo. Something like that. Oh, I have the United States flag in front of me. Right now it's, once it gets out there in the deeper water, these wheels are going to turn. Hey, you can see parts of the bottom of the river is on there where it just stays at night. Moss and all that stuff. Okay, you can see the wheels paddling. There we go. Once you just got done with the J turn. Yeah, they have a bunch of music on right now, but it's pretty old music. At least it does that. But down in Mississippi, in the Mississippi, 3/4 of the boats don't do this anymore. No. Why not? They have other engines pulling the boat, and they're just sitting there in the back.
Just fake, right?
Fake, yeah. Just to show them it was boats with paddle wheels on it.
I was trying to decide if this one's fake.
Nope.
Looks like it's really working this one.
Yeah, they do have a small engine too, a backup engine that just goes bad. So.
Yeah.
Did you?
That diesel.
Down in New Orleans, they have several of them that does this. But when it gets above, when you go above, then you find out most of them, none of them works.
Yeah.
See, one's a little faster than the other, and then it flows faster. It just to gain speed, they go and keep it in the straight. Here's where I was going. The Bald Eagle Mountains. Named after the Indian called Bald Eagle. That's Bald Eagle Mountains. That's what this is called here. In fact, it's the Allegheny Mountains, really. Allegheny Highlands, Allegheny Plateau. This is the only area in Pennsylvania that has a plateau on the side and the highlands on the other.
Yep.
From here, clear up above Loch Keven.
Nice view.
Yep, it's real nice going the whole way up through there.
Yeah.
I lived here all my life, so.
Oh, yeah. Nice place.
Yep. Boom Island up there. This is what they're going to show you a boom on this, which was a logging industry.
Yeah.
One of two on the river.
They used to have a bridge across that there or something.
Yeah, it probably was. The flood, the bad 72, probably got knocked out in 72 flood.
Yeah.
Or the 36 flood, or the 89 flood. I mean, they had several floods. The 89 flood was an ice flood.
Yeah.
So it could have been a railroad going through there. So a lot of railroad bridges were knocked out back then. 72. There's only 1/4 of the bridges over this river that was here since then. All been replaced, a lot of them.
Looks like one right
somebody going on the mass. Yeah, that's no. I know what that's the boom.
What's that?
That's the boom.
Oh.
Yeah. What they did was they took the logs in behind it and slammed them in the back here, and when they slammed it, it went boom. That's why they called it the boom. Pretty much, it echoed through the alley.
Yeah.
So this is the boom that goes the whole way up to that island.
Yep. So there's where they kept the logs back in there?
Yep. There was one of two. Loch Keven had one and they had one.
Makes sense, yeah.
It wasn't for Clinton County and the ones up above, there wouldn't be millionaires down here.
Right. Yep.
That's why the school's named the Millionaires, because of the Millionaire Row over there.
Yeah, I heard about that place.
Yeah, but you can get more history if they had that tour we used to go through here with the trolley bus.
Oh, yeah.
I think they still have the tour, but I don't know. They used to stop here and then take it over to the city and stuff.
Get all the info on that.
Yep. And you can see the boom here. Bald Eagle Mountains. You can see. Well, I'm just filming the river. Did you hear what I said about them little islands there?
I didn't. Could you repeat?
They're called the boom. A boom.
Oh,
That's the boom. It was during the logging industry. The logs stopped behind there, and they hooked stuff up so the logs wouldn't go down further.
Oh, I see.
So they came behind there. The reason why I call it the boom, in the middle of the night, and it slams into one of them islands. It goes boom, and it'll echo the whole way through the river.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's I don't know what they call that island there, but it could be called that Indian name I can't even pronounce. I mean, a lot of them Indian names are hard to pronounce.
Yeah, that's true.
Achenchichuan or something like that. I thought it was up there. They nicknamed the Great Island up in Loch Keven, but the Great Island was where some Indians were at. But there used to be all the way up through this area. Used to have Indian villages all over this area. But there used to be the capital up towards Macklehattan up there.
I see her over there. Excuse me.
Because there's an obelisk up there. If you wanted to read what it said on it, it's over. If you ever take that tour up there, which is a biking tour that goes up to Castania, it'll take you right by that obelisk.
阿姐，要不用我给你照相吗？
No, it's okay.
I know, I'm just talking to her. I'm just telling them about the boom.
来一个吧。
The boom.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a part of the logging industry.
I see.
Yeah, they took the logs down behind there and slammed them into one of them little islands and tied it up. But when they slammed it in there, it went boom. That's why they're called the boom.
I see.
They echoed through the whole valley when they did that.
Thank you.
All right,
那你在这儿，我在这里。
you can just stay with her. I'm just showing how the beauty of the trip is. How gorgeous the river can be. Compared to some things happen on here lately. Oh, here comes another one on a ski. Yeah, they're filming us. I'm out to film them. Well, we have fishermen over there. We have a little boy fishing. That's not the good way to fish, is it? Have a little boy out there scaring the fish away?
He's the bait.
Yeah. But I don't blame the kid to be in the water on a day like this, though.
Yeah, it's so hot.
And this water is usually like bath water around this time of year. Literally, I've been in it many times around this time.
Is it cold?
It should be almost like bath water. The temperature's been in the 90s and the 100s lately. I mean, it should be like bath. It's not. It gets up around the 70s, around the late in the season. But this gets in the 80s most of during the summertime in the 80s. The water is. Beautiful. Beautiful? Uh-oh. Oh, I said it's beautiful out here?
Oh, yeah, it is.
It's alright, no problem.
阿田，我给你照张相。那都做好了，我们一起。1, 2, 3, smile. Okay.
What did that sound like? You guys are Chinese?
Yeah.
Chow. Only word I can remember is chow. That means hi, right? Or that's the wrong country. Or hi. Like, right?
Not chow. I don't think so.
No.
Chow in Thailand?
No, that's, I think it's
It's like goodbye.
goodbye in some foreign languages.
Yeah.
Or food. It depends how you spell it. Like C-H-O-W, that means food here. Here, gonna go get some chow. Like dog chow, you know, that's what means food. But C-I-A-O, it means see you later, I think, in Japanese. Because at the end of that one Bleach anime, he says chow, and then he says, and then the one person, oh no, you're gonna see us later? I know. I'm bugging you guys' tour, so I'll leave you guys be quiet. Leave you guys enjoy your tour.
You too.
I'm gonna go back here to the back again. I'm gonna show you the other side of the river. See how green the trees are. Hey.
I like your shirt.
Oh, thank you. Everybody likes that karate stuff. Hey, I'm not trying to film anyone. If I do, it's accidentally. But I did film them going by. That's a little bit different. It's in public. Plus, the river is only owned by the government. They don't have that on, but it's telling you about the boom right now. Because that's right. Right. That's okay. I already know about it. Where I live has a boom. The other boom on the river, up that way. You probably know what I'm talking about then.
No, I'm not from the area, so.
He might, I don't know. The other boom on the river other than that one. The second one, the first one, not the second one, which would be this one when it came down after they got done up the first one. Up in Lock Haven. There used to be a boom up there. That's why that one island up there is called Boom Island. And it's a historical island, but some things happened on that island was bad, and some unbelievable what they were trying to put on there back in the early century. Trying to put a amusement park on that island in the middle of the river. Look, in the middle of the river. You know what happened this island in 72? That would have been covered completely.
Let's start this video now. You can go over history on the Hiawatha and the Logie there.
Yeah, did you hear that? It'll be up there and watch the video. Come here on both sides. Yeah, let's do it. And back. Oh, another boat going by. You get try to get on there with a boat going by, the things will sway and you have to try to get your sea legs back. Whoa. I'm trying to get my sea legs. I'll give you a little bit of history here.
Mama, look at the baby. Look at the baby. I didn't What you guys?
I needed to sit down anyhow. What they're doing to us. And they're putting that on about the same, near the same time we're going by the places. This is about a mile ride, up and back, so 2 miles altogether. You can see they're even at the twilight, but that's usually in the near the fall when it gets around dark time.
The Hiawatha. At the turn of the 20th century in Williamsport, one summer pleasure was a paddle wheelboat called Hiawatha. The original Hiawatha was a steam-driven stern wheeler. It was
Oh, that would be nice to be on.
with an 18-foot beam and 2 decks. much like the current Hiawatha. With Captain Jack English at the wheel, the Hiawatha carried Sunday picnickers to Sylvandale Park, about 3.5 miles below Williamsport.
Ah, that's before the
Market Street to Sylvandale took about
before the dam was
45
built.
minutes. The return trip upstream took about 10 minutes longer. In the winter of 1914, the Hiawatha was caught in ice at its mooring. When the ice broke up the following spring, the boat was heaved and crushed and finally carried away with the flood. The Hiawatha was born again in 1982. The Williamsport Lycoming Chamber of Commerce led an effort to raise money.
That's a long year, long time between boats.
More than $130,000 was raised by volunteers. Another army of volunteers was recruited to build the boat. The hull arrived from Georgia in 2 pieces, each 65 feet long and 10 feet wide. Local industries loaned their employees during the day, and many of those workers would return in the evening to continue working on their own time. 2 months after the hull arrived, the new Hiawatha was launched. Susquehanna State Park became the boat's new home when the local chamber leased the park from the state. Next, accommodations for visitors were needed. The Williamsport Rotary Club built the park pavilion and Hiawatha House, where you can buy tickets, souvenirs, and refreshments.
Not anymore.
Diesel engines drive our modern-day Hiawatha. The boat and our
Not right now. They don't sell that stuff on there. Had to do the refreshment on board.
Once again, from May through October, a Hiawatha paddle wheeler cruises the beautiful Susquehanna River. The Susquehanna takes its name from a tribe of Native Americans who lived in the lower stretches of the river near the Chesapeake Bay. The name means from the smooth flowing stream.
Smooth flowing stream. I heard smooth, muddy flowing stream.
It joins the river's north branch about 40 miles downstream from here. Overlooking our journey is Bald Eagle Mountain. From just west of Williamsport, the river runs nearly straight along
The Susquehanna.
a distance of 17 miles. This length of river was called Long Reach by the Native Americans who lived there.
And down to the Chesapeake, they call it the Oyster Stream.
Humans have roamed the West Branch Valley. They lived along the river, hunting and gathering from the abundant forest. Eventually, people began to grow corn and other crops in the river valleys. Tribes fought over these territories for generations. Finally, this region became the hunting ground of the Haudenosaunee, called by the French the Iroquois, a powerful alliance of tribes. Their confederacy was one model that inspired those who shaped our United States government. Members of the Iroquois nations traveled north and south along the Great Shishikwan Trail, following the Susquehanna River. Here in the West Branch Valley, the trail left the river, going northward along Lycoming.
Sorry about the way that the screen is moving on here. Up and down because of the river.
After 1768, the Treaty of Fort Stanwix allowed non-natives to settle in the region. But this beautiful valley was also the scene of conflict and bloodshed.
Yes.
When war broke out between the colonies and England, some of the Iroquois nations sided with the British, and some with the Americans. A form of guerrilla warfare raged.
A great runaway.
Native Americans were sometimes joined by British soldiers.
Wait, I still have my
settlers. In retaliation, the Continental Army sent groups of soldiers to destroy Native American villages. Both sides paid a bounty of the scalps of the dead. The violence was part of a British strategy to interrupt food supply and divert General Washington's resources from military invasions in the South. In the summer of 1778, there was a horrible massacre of settlers on the Susquehanna's North Branch. Word came of a huge war party advancing on the West Branch Valley.
Yep, the great runaway.
Colonel Samuel Hunter, commander of Fort Augusta downriver, ordered all settlers
Sorry
to
about that.
evacuate.
Mama, I'm going with Rita.
Local legend says 3 people who rode on horseback throughout the West Branch Valley, like Paul Revere, warning of impending attack. A Quaker named William Ellis, a soldier named Robert Covenhoven, and a woman from Muncie named Rachel Silverthorne. There was a mass exodus of people heading down the Susquehanna River to Fort Augusta, at present-day Sunbury. Hundreds of people crowded the waters, floating downstream on boats, rafts, hog troughs, and wash tubs, practically anything that could float. Others walked along the banks of the streams to provide cover. Most of the people escaped in time. The war party burned
Not all of them.
building, field, and orchard in the valley.
They burnt Muncie Fort twice.
Park, where the Hiawatha docks, is a flood control dike built by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers in 1953. During the Hurricane Agnes flood of 1972, the river rose to within 1 foot from the top. The West Branch Canal ran along the north shore of the river. The canal opened in 1834 and prospered until the late 1800s. Mules or horses walked along the banks of the canal, pulling barges full of freight or packet boats full of people.
Clear to Pittsburgh.
It took 2 weeks to reach Harrisburg by canal. Some packet boats were as luxurious as the finest hotels of the day. Along the south shore ran the Pennsylvania Railroad. It connected Williamsport with Harrisburg and Philadelphia to the south and Buffalo and Elmira, New York to the north.
The last one owned.
The canal and the railroad were pathways to freedom for one group of Americans.
Yeah, the last one owned the canal system was the railroad, Pennsylvania Railroad.
Known as the Underground Railroad.
Yeah, going to show you the river a little bit more. Give you a little bit of history there.
Runaway slaves passed through these mountains in tribes. Most were heading north to Canada to find freedom.
Yeah. Many houses in this area had places that they would hide in the basements and stuff like that, and they also had closets and stuff where they would hide in.
Ends of slavery. People of all races in the West Branch Valley worked in secret to help the strangers who found their way here or were led over the footpath.
up there.
In the eastern end of the county, Quakers and former slaves transported runaways to the North Branch. Here along the Susquehanna, there were people of African
don't have Wi-Fi?
descent living on the side of
Yeah,
Bald
they just
Eagle
have-
Mountain.
so
They
you
kept
need a
watch the
password.
runaways.
Oh, you can always ask for the password.
These early underground
They'll give it to you.
railroad conductors brought passengers across the river by canoe.
Last time I was there, they gave you the password.
To Hiawatha. One destination was the farm called Long Reach. owned
Long
by the
Reach.
Susquehanna family. 2 generations of this family gave aid to people on the run, both at the farm and in downtown Williamsport. Working with the Updegrass, who were white, were several black families living in a place now called Freedom Road. Among those who lived along this winding road north of Williamsport were Daniel and Annie Hughes.
Okay.
Daniel was a lumber raftsman who traveled down the river to the Chesapeake, a distance of more than 200 miles. Returning northward, Daniel had the freedom to use over the old trails. The Hughes family and their neighbors hid runaways in caves and outbuildings along Freedom Road. Daniel and Annie Hughes gave land for a cemetery so that black people had a place to be buried. Daniel and Annie are buried there, together with a number of
A lot of people out there fishing and swimming and boating and ski. What is that? Ski?
Anti-slavery lectures. Federal law
Can't think of what it's called. Ski.
to feed or transport escaped slaves. So the Underground Railroad operated by dark of night, using secret codes and disguises.
Yeah.
As we travel the river today,
As pitch dark as it is around here at night.
regular images that look like small islands in the water. They're called cribs.
Cribs,
They
yeah.
are the remains of a remarkable invention. the Susquehanna boom. The boom was a floating necklace
cribs,
of logs
alright.
connected by chains.
But they are the Boom Island.
Wooden cribs built with
Now we're turning around now.
When European settlers began to clear their lands,
It only goes up so far.
trees lashed the timbers together into rafts and floated them down the Susquehanna.
Up above, there's some areas get a little lower, so they don't go that far up.
90 feet long. The timber was highly valued in the shipbuilding trade.
Right.
The farmers used sleds and horses.
Goes up about 2 miles. I think 2 miles up this way. 2, maybe 3.
The first sawmill in the area was built in 1773. After the canal opened, it became much easier to transport lumber. Continuous lumbering began in earnest in 1838. More and more trees were taken from the vast
And many dams are built because of the logging industry.
Williamsport. Lumber barons needed a way to send more logs down the river to the mills of Williamsport. Then, keep them from blowing away once they got
I wasn't kidding a part of the boom. I just didn't know what the name of them little things are
The
now.
boom was the brainchild of James Perkins and John Hayden, who came to the valley in search of a place to build a boom. Perkins proposed a system of wooden cribs
Logging
filled with
industry
rocks.
brought in Little League Baseball.
John Du Bois joined them in the enterprise, and they
Not kidding, the
formed
first two
Boom
teams in the World
Company
Series
in
was sponsored by Lockhaven Logging Industry and Lockhaven Williamsport Logging Industry.
$1 million. It was the largest boom in the world, 7 miles long, with 400 cribs.
Williamsport won the first one, Lockhaven won the second.
Carried the logs into the boom. It could hold more than 300 million.
Lockhaven was in the third one, but never made a patent. They changed the rules back then.
With the boom's construction, Pennsylvania became the nation's leading lumber producer, and Williamsport became the lumber capital of the world. Sawmills and furniture factories lined both sides of the river. During the 1870s, Williamsport had more sawmills than any other city in the country. Thousands of people worked in the mills and on the boom. The men on the boom were known as boom rats. In the forests upriver, white pine and hemlock trees were felled and branded with company marks. The lumberjacks were called woodworkers. They worked in the forest from late fall until early spring, importing supplies and food. In their crude logging camps, more than 100 men often shared one cabin, sometimes 2 to a bunk. Bed bugs and lice were a constant problem.
Yes.
The food was simple and abundant, and the pay was considered good, as high as $2.50 a day.
That's good back then.
Lumber camps began before dawn and ended after dusk. Each did its own particular brand of skilled work. There were choppers who notched the trees to correct their fall. Fellers
Most of the logging came from Clinton County, Clearfield, Potter.
who cut the trees into various
One of the reasons why the 1889 flood
determined the
happened.
feet in each log, and haulers who transported logs to the nearest stream for the float to the boat. Split log sheets, some of which were 4 miles long, were built for this purpose. The sheets were either greased or, in the winters, frozen in order for the logs to slide down. In the lower elevation, oxen or horses were used to drag logs to the stream banks. In winter, sleds were also used. The hauling continued all winter long.
The logging industries in this area has caused some problems.
Rafting and log driving were done when streams were at flood.
Oh yeah, a lot of arguments during that time.
Men were waist deep in icy water. Log driving was dangerous for both men and animals. With the spring,
Many drownings.
thousands of logs came down the mountain streams and into the Susquehanna River. An aerial view of the boom at this time looked like millions of floating matchsticks. Serious log jams often developed using key hooks and butts, then called jam crackers, which educated the key log.
Oh yeah.
Once the logs were
They didn't want me to sit there,
men
but
leaped to safety for fear of being crushed by an avalanche of logs.
many drownings
The
then.
character of the boom era was a lumberjack named Cherry Tree Joe McCary. Joe was born near Muncie, probably with an axe in his hand. Some believe the tall tales about Cherry Tree Joe
He was talking to him.
of Paul Bunyan. One story tells how he single-handedly broke up a 7-mile-long log jam. Another tale says Cherry Tree Joe actually backed down the world champion prize fighter John L. Sullivan after the two exchanged angry words in a Renovo saloon. At the lower end of the boom, the logs were sorted
Renova.
so that each mill would receive its own branded logs. Then
Okay.
they were moved as needed into the holding ponds of the 35
Renova
sawmills
Saloon.
on the riverfront in Williamsport. The owners of the sawmills were called lumber barons. They built opulent Victorian homes along what is now West 4th Street in Williamsport.
Millionaire Row.
These wealthy lumber barons competed with each other in building rambling, multi-winged houses with fine details such as hand-carved woodwork and
Back here,
glass windows.
you can see the river from behind you.
The street became known as Millionaire's Row, and you can tour it today by car, on foot, or on a historic trolley.
See, they have a destroyed Charlie.
Hiawatha crew member about trolley tours.
You can see up there the railroad bridge goes across up there.
Williamsport had more millionaires per capita than
And you see where the cribs of the boom is. All right, I call them booms, the cribs.
highlight. But the mill hands were working 13-hour days in
Yeah, but they got millionaires from people who's doing logging industry up above, up Renova and there and all that area.
They went on strike, demanding a 10-hour workday or no sawdust. Those time
No
paid
sawdust.
additional hours. The mayor, who
Show you
was
what
also a sawmill owner, called
like on the
out
other
the
side
National
there.
Guard and demanded
Man,
that
a lot
the
of cribs in
governor
there.
declare martial law. The governor declined, but did call out local militia units. The standoff became known as the Sawdust War.
The Sawdust Wars?
7 strikers were arrested and later tried.
Huh.
4 leaders got harsh sentences, but sawmill owner Peter Hurdick interceded to obtain pardons for all of them.
I'm just getting out all over the place.
Guards was Jim Washington,
Oh, excuse me.
a former slave who came here on the Underground Railroad. Williamsport had saloons for the mill hands and
Saloons.
hotels and opera houses.
Renova Saloon. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Attractions and the lavish parties of the rich.
Said he fought. Said he's tried to argued up in a Renova Saloon. Okay, and that's in Clinton County. So.
Natural disasters brought about the end of the Susquehanna boom era. The flood of 1860 broke the boom.
Yeah, that's 1860,
Broke again the next year.
1861,
Devastating flood in June 1889.
89.
100 million board feet of timber all the way down the river to the Chesapeake Bay.
89.
Final disastrous flood in May 1894 spelled the end of the boom.
1894, end of the booms.
In 1904.
Officially closed in 1904, the
At
boom.
the same time, the lumber barons had stripped the hillsides. The region
Oh, they over there surfing,
had been exploited.
surfboarding over there, up the river, standing in the middle on a surfboard, like you're canoeing
Much of the barren land,
behind you.
$1 an acre. Today, lush forests once again cover these hillsides. Thousands of acres of state forest and game lands surround our cities, where you can
Ski-doing, ski.
all seasons. Thank you for riding the Hiawatha today.
Alright, the history is over with.
Feel free to ask a member
Oh, there's so much history that's on this area. You can find it almost anywhere.
Stop by the Hiawatha House. We hope you'll come back and visit us again.
So much history. Yeah, that island there, I don't know what the island's called. On Chichester or something like that. But But it was put in there probably by the logging industry or sediment and stuff. But doing that. That's what it did up the road in some of the islands. Whew, my feet. Too old for her. Too old for anybody. Oh, look at the clouds. Oh, we have a pontoon boat going by. I have plenty of time to go around us.
Look behind you.
Hey! Oh, ski boat on the other side. Speed. Wow, she's going pretty quick.
Oh my God.
I'm going to try to give you a different angle, a little bit closer. With the paddle wheel. There's an American flag in between. That's why I'm having trouble getting the whole thing from this angle. Yeah, I'm getting there where I'm kind of feeling like I'm too warm, so I had to sit down. But I can show you a few things. You can see over there, the one area right over here has debris and it has a red thing in there. It could have floated in, or somebody don't know it's over there. Somebody built a brick wall right here. That could have been where a bridge used to be. It looks like a brick wall right there. So there's a lot of history in the area. People passing me. So that could have been where a bridge or where a house used to be, or back in the past, a lot of places used to build bathhouses along the river. Could have been where an old bathhouse used to be. You never know. I mean, you have to look up the history about it. Oh, we have a ski-doo. Somebody on a... What are them things called? I know it's ski something. What are they called? Oh, we have a speedboat going by. I just keep forgetting the name of it. Oh, we have some people on the tubes going by. Look at all that green people really like to see. All that green. And we're going to be pulling the dock a little soon, a little bit here. These cribs, which are, I was calling them booms, but they are part of the boom, so they are cribs. All right, I have to remember that. For a document I'm doing on the boom and Lock Cave up above. That's one reason why I got on the boat, to find out something. Find out something that I was missing about the booms. I got on it also for my first time on my own. I had other people with me the last couple times, and I couldn't even film like I wanted to. All I could do is take pictures. Temperature seems where I'm at, it's a little cool right now. Along the shore here, you can see the sand. So there's sand, sediment, rocks. It depends where you're at in the river, but where we're located, it usually has seaweed, and it could get and mud underneath. It could be very thick here. So if you get down to the bottom and you can't get out, that's a big problem there too. But that's the only thing about seaweed. It's about seaweed-like stuff. But there's also logs and other debris that could be coming down from floods or high water that we have in the spring. Spring, winter. High water can happen any time though. Even in the middle of summertime like the 72 flood. We have a pontoon boat going by. I keep calling them ski-doos. That's the only thing I could think of. I know what they're called. I just can't think of them. Oh, we have a fishing boat on the other side going backwards. Well, it looks like it's going backwards, but yeah, it is going back. Well, we're going forward. It looks like we're going backwards though. He's just sitting there. That's the one that was behind this island here. Oh, got some Canadian geese. What do you think I'm doing? I'm filming. Everybody gets up and leaves thinks I'm gonna do something. A speedboat going by. I guess I think I'm acting kind of strange, I guess. Look at all them Canadian geese over there. I kept forgetting what the jet skis are called. At the beginning I said that. I know I have an hour long on here filming this. I only have 3 minutes left to go, so I'm just going to pop on and off real quick here. I don't want to know more than an hour. That's why I'm back on. I just didn't really have anybody. There's the bridge I came in on. I'm going to probably go across on a little bit. I'm going to show you what it looks like when I go down the steps here. I'm up on the second floor. I wanted to make sure people know part of the boom industry. I couldn't think of the crib part, but I know what it is now. But see, when I'm coming in the dock on the Hiawatha, I'm on the back side of the Hiawatha. But I want to show you what it looks like downstairs. I'm gonna get down off of these steep widowmakers. Maiden stairs.
Would you like to do an important job when we get up here? You can help me put the cable on the hook. I'll tell you exactly what to do, okay?
Alright. Decided to come down the steps. I was upstairs the whole time. Just showing when they're docking. Might split the video in half. Put this up.
I'll tell you. Get closer. Here, you want to hold this? Put it right on that. Oof. There we go. You did it.
Well, we're docked in. Now we're gonna turn the back end. See, we're still moving. We're turning that back in so we can get out. It don't look like there's many people ready to get on this time. No, it doesn't even look like there's any people. Yeah, that noise is them putting the brakes on. See, they have a Hiawatha here. I'll go inside here, I'll show you what it looks like inside.
So why don't I ask one of the girls what they recommend?
Yeah, I showed you a little bit earlier, but I'm going to show you right now what it looks like. Yeah. Nice and cool down out here. Good upstairs. Sorry again. I'll show you what it looks like from below.
That brings us up. And then we either get 81 or 220.
There you go. Let me see them. You can see what it looks like down below. Alright, well, I'm going to be getting off here. On this side. On that side, you can see they have a cable holding the dock on here. This, you have to take it off in late October. You can see what it looks like. Well, I'm gonna head out. Alright, you have a good day.